Y'all, do not sleep on this new trend. It is double, if not triple, the sell-through rate for women's fashion right now. And if you pay attention to what is selling, you will start making money at this. We're gonna first look at the data and look at the category, and then I will show you my top 12 sales from this category and the trend that we're specifically looking at to pick up. It matters. So let's jump into it today. We are looking at the Sarah Style Sales and Trends dashboard. If you are new to the channel, this is a Google sheet. This is where I keep all my data, and it has lots of different metrics and charts for me to be able to look at this information. It is for sale, linked down below with the coupon code if you guys want to look at your information as well. This is one of the mini charts. There's playlists upon playlists of more information that comes in the Sarah Style Sales and Trends dashboard. But today we're looking at categories. I'm looking at the current 28 days just for the most current information because I'm filming this mid-month. What we're looking at for those who are new to the platform or new to my site or social media, whatever we call it, we have our sell-through rate over here. So this is how many items are selling out of how many items that are for sale. And we look at a rate for what our items are selling as opposed to just a quantity, right? Because it's telling us, are we selling, is this category performing well strictly because I have a lot of it? Or is it performing well because I'm selling a lot of what I have, right? So your sell-through rate, and lots of videos on this, but your sell-through rate is how many items you have for sale out of how many that you have, how many you've sold out of how many you've had for sale. Right? And so if you have 400 items for sale and you've sold 200 of those, 50% sell-through rate is what your sell-through rate is. But let's say you sell 200 items and you're like, oh, I sold 200 items, I'm doing so good, but you had 1,000 of that category for sale. Now you're only down at a 20% sell-through rate, right? So do you see why it matters to look at the rate and not the quantity sold? Because it tells us how the category is performing amongst other metrics that we look at. But you have that here on the left, and then down here on the bottom is your average sale price. So of these categories, on average, what are they selling for, right? So up in this category, up here on the right would be my Bolo categories, which is a high sell-through rate, a high average sale price. You can see when it's one of the smaller circles, which means I don't have as many of those available because those are the harder items to find, especially when you're more in a volume game like I am and you're not outsourcing as well. So I'm going to show you what this is. It's bags. Surprise, surprise. It's not what we're talking about today, but it is a 10% sell-through rate, $62 average sale price. What I'm talking about today is the two highest sell-through rates right here. And you can see the highest up that they go on the chart is my highest sell-through rate. And that's going to be pants and jeans. Now, obviously, a lot of this has to do with the time period. However, I'm going to show you exactly what sold in these categories because this is what matters. Trends are changing, and if you don't keep up with the trends, your items are not going to sell. So before we get into that, let's figure out what's a good sell-through rate. How do I know that this is good, right? So two ways I'm going to show you. We're going to compare it to myself, and then we're going to compare it to the market, and that's going to be in Terapeak. So this is 11.6 for pants. Jeans is 11.11. What I'm going to do is now come over to the summary chart. I'm going to look at and this is a couple days not updated for a couple days, so these numbers look lower than they kind of are. But so all of these numbers are down because it hasn't been updated. But let's look at my 28-day comparison for my sell-through rate for the past 28 days is 7.48%. Anything, that's my current sell-through rate. So anything above 7.48 for me is a good sell-through rate, right? So it's going to depend on what you sell. It's going to depend on your numbers. Always compare to yourself. And then we're going to go on over to the market. I will link a video up above that tells you exactly how to use Terapeak. If you have not learned or used Terapeak, this is an absolute must. It is so helpful and so insightful for more reasons than just what we're doing today. So check out that video. But today what I want to do is say, okay, I'm looking at women's jeans. I'm in Terapeak. Quickly, we're in your seller hub. You can get this if you don't have a store as well. You just don't have as much information. But I'm on my seller hub. I'm on the research tab. I'm on Terapeak product research. I'm clicking women's jeans. Very, very broad. But let's go ahead and see what the sell-through rate on eBay for the past 30 days, right? I didn't do 28 days, but close enough. For the past, that's actually not right. I didn't update this. Spoiler alert. Women's jeans. There we go. Women's jeans on eBay the past 38 days, they are selling on average for $21. The sell-through rate over here on eBay is 3.52%. So why are mine selling significantly higher? We're talking 11%, friends. That's over 3 times higher sell-through rate. Part of it, full disclosure, is I also sell on Poshmark. So some of these are coming from Poshmark. That is going to inflate my sell-through rate because now I have it on 2 different platforms, but they are selling higher. And so let's go ahead and take a look. I'm going to show you a couple of my items that actually sold in the last couple of weeks, jeans and pants. See if you guys can't find the trend in them. And then we're going to actually look in it in Terapeak, and it's going to show you exactly why this is what we're noticing, right? So the very first one is a pair of Athleta pants, but look at this. Athleta Flare Yoga Workout Pants. These are very Y2K-ish, right? Like, tell me if you're around my age, you didn't wear these, you know, high school, early 20s. Very much the Flare Yoga Workout Pants, right? The next pair of pants are women's linen. Linen's definitely going to sell higher. What's interesting is it's January and white linen pants, but people go on vacations in the winter to get away from the snow, right? So list everything that you have. You cannot list, it cannot sell if it's not listed. But so linen is part of it. Straight, wide-legged pants. Let's look at these ones. We're talking boot cut here, dark wash, Y2K, low rise. We're talking linen. These are Michael Kors, but again, linen wide-legged pants. Let's see here. We're talking straight, mid-rise, right? Are you guys starting to pick up on a pattern? Let me know down below before I'm going to give a pause. Before I look on Terapeak and then show you guys some more, let me know what pattern you're noticing. I'm going to type it into Terapeak. So we have women's jeans is at 3.5% down here. Now let's type in, what are you noticing? Wide leg, boot cut, right? None of this skinny jeans, right? We're up to 7.62%. That doubled my sell-through rate because now I'm picking up wide leg. I'm not just picking up any jeans, I'm picking up wide leg. And then I'm going to go ahead and put high rise on there. We didn't see that many high rise yet in my soles, but maybe we'll see some in the other ones that I'm going to share with you. But look at what that does. Wide-legged high-rise jean, 10.27%. So it's not just jeans and pants that are selling for me, friends. It is specific brands and styles. And I'm going to highly, highly, highly recommend that you guys do your research in Terapeak. Check out this video because Terapeak also has sourcing resources where it'll tell you this information. You don't have to type it in. It's telling you what is selling and what are good categories for you to be picking up right now. Let's check out the rest of the items that did actually sell for me. We looked at those ones. Again, look, friends, we're looking at Lauren, women's linen, dress pants, trousers, high rise, wide leg. This is what we're looking for here. The Y2K boot cut is up there as well. Low rise, right? So think Y2K is coming back. Christina Aguilera, what people were wearing into the Y2K. It is said that, what do they call it? The 2010s, which is kind of like a really long name to say, that's slowly starting to come in. But what I will say, I was a hairdresser for many years before I was reselling and doing other math stuff, but I was a hairdresser, and what you notice with styles, right? So we're talking hair, but this is the same with fashion, is something becomes very popular in the media, right? You're going to see celebrities, you're going to see it on the fashion shows. All of these things are very fashionable. It usually takes, possibly like New York, LA, Miami, you know, the big cities, it's going to take a year or two for those to filter down into the big cities. You're talking a broad band of everybody wearing this new style, 3 to 5 years. So Y2K is here to stay for a little bit. 2010 is slowly coming in, but you're not going to see that in the main population for the next few years. If you see 2010, should you pick it up? Absolutely, it will sell. You're going to get your highly trendy people buying it. But what's selling at a high sell-through right now is Y2K, wide leg. That's the wrong vision. Wide leg, boot cut, Y2K. Here we go. Boot cut again, mid-rise, Lucky Rider, straight jeans. Have you seen any skinny jeans? Now, I'm not going to say, tell me this is not total 2000s. Flared jeans, Y2K. Here we are, BKE, boot cut jeans. And then that's Terapeak. if you guys like this video, oh, I was going to say too, skinny jeans, they're still selling here and there. People are going to be committed to their skinny jeans forever. It will sell eventually. But what's selling, what is going to move and make you money right now is flared, is wide leg, is boot cut. If you guys like this video, YouTube also thinks you'd like this video. I'll link a playlist down here for you. For more videos, make sure to subscribe, and you can support my channel by sharing, saving, and liking this so other people can see it, as well as joining my memberships to enjoy more content.